I know it does. And I think your point just emphasizes how important it is to make sure those roles are established up front, for sure. We won't go through all these numbers because this has been on your screen the whole time we've been talking here in this. So, but it just kind of gives you an idea of some of the different ways and different places the money came from. I will say that the Friends group was very involved in, I would say, every one of those donations that we received from the companies, because normally what we would do is we would have a group of people out together. We would go to that company and we would actually make a presentation. And I would usually give the dry facts of all the things we were doing, and Beth would get up and give the emotional plea of what we needed. And that's where the money came from. So it was really a cool thing to see those companies come together and support us like they did, as well as individuals. So that's kind of where some of our funding came from for Lakeside Park. Let me see if I can get back to the slide again here. Sometimes when we do things, there we go. So Beth, when she worked on this, she put some of the failures they had failures. So I changed the slide of near future initiatives, because there are some things that she would like to do in the future that they haven't really gotten around to yet. And Beth, you can maybe just talk about a couple of things that you would like to see the Friends group be able to jump into and help out with in the future.
Well, just real quick, I hope that eventually we'll grow to have committees. Like right now, our 7 board members decide everything or kind of talk things out. If we're going to have a senior picnic, or if we're going to go clean up a park, or if we're going to have the Fun at the Falls event, I hope eventually we will have a committee leader of senior events, that we'll have a committee leader of park beautification, that, you know, that we have a lot more things going on and a lot more people spreading the work. The other thing is we have 5 parks in Valdese, and right now we are pretty much committed to Valdese Lakeside Park. And sometimes I feel bad that takes all of our time and we're focusing on it. So eventually when we get this phase 1 finished this year, I hope we'll have more time to spend and promote on all the other parks and activities. So that's just, we're always reevaluating and, you know, trying to be better.
Sure thing. Yeah, you guys are doing it great. I'm not disappointed at all. You guys are doing an incredible job, and hopefully this thing will grow and continue to grow, and we'll be able to benefit from that. But if we didn't benefit at all from any of this, it's still been a phenomenal relationship. So, and then just tell us a little bit about, and it's listed here, it's kind of all out there and most everybody knows some of these things, but tell us, you know, how you're doing this. How are you promoting your Friends group in those areas?
So we have a website that I keep up to date, friendsofthevaldesrec.org. Check us out. You got all the latest and greatest, and social media constantly. I'm just always putting out there what we're doing in everybody's face so they can't forget about us and that they'll join us sometime. You know, we have brochures, newspaper. I don't know how you work in the big city. It may be more difficult to get in, but here in Burke County, we have one paper, the News Herald, and I have a great relationship with them, and they're willing to post stories I send them, advertise our upcoming events. So, you know, get in with the library. And then we still use old-fashioned flyers. You know, we're an older community. And so I'll put up flyers at the post office and the library and the grocery store and say, come to this, come to that. And that's where I still reach a lot of folks, is they see an old fashioned paper flyer. So the main thing is just like, keep getting your name out there and keep getting help.
And our Friends group has their name out everywhere around here. So I doubt there's anyone in this community that hasn't heard of the Friends of Valdese Rec. So they're throwing it out there wherever they can have an opportunity to do that, and they're doing a great job of that. So I've got our contact information here. If you have any questions, and we have a little bit of time here at the end if you want to ask some questions, but if you want to send us an email, give us a call, you know, anything that we can do to help or to encourage you with your opportunities, we would love to be able to do that. So I've included our information there if you want to copy any of that down, and we'd be happy to help in any way we can.